no matter where you're from.
Hello gamers, hello subscribers. This is Mr. Thor Thumbs. Yes, Mr. Thor Thumbs. I'm gonna have to change my name soon because people keep saying Gamer226. This is Mr. Thor Thumbs. You can subscribe to me from the logo on my jacket. Yes, big logo thumb, so you can't miss that. So, what is on my mind today? Yes, I had a lot of thoughts. I can do a lot of videos, but something has been bugging me for a while. Reviews, game reviews. Remember back in the days when we had game reviews, you go to your living newspaper stand? I'm gonna give you an example. This is my old collection of games. I used to love reading these things. You know, you got PS Monthly, you got Game Informant, a lot of game magazines back in the day was like they give you information on the games and what was coming up. And you felt like, wow, just felt like, they really took their time to study the game, get the interviews right, sometimes they get it wrong. I'm not saying it was perfect, but, these magazines, I grew up on them. In fact, I subscribed for PS monthly, constantly, because, this is way before the internet ever even saw the light of day. So, you gotta be thinking about it. Do we track more magazines than game, on the web? I'll give you an example. There's a lot of game sites. I always picked a couple of few that I remember seeing a lot. IGN, Game Trailers, even random sites are just doing it, just to see, how they can become a true game reporter or reviewer or whatever the case would be. But I feel like sometimes when you get the information, it's sometimes not what you want to hear. I'll give you an example. Azuma's Wrath. Now that game came out recently this month, and I saw a couple of reviews. Not like mostly game reviews, but locally people like me or someone on the internet nowadays with the camera and a lot of special effects will say, well, this game is excellent, and one guy would say, this game is okay. But I always felt like, game reviews like a flippable coin. If you like them, you like them. If you didn't buy them. But you still had a choice. But now, as I said, the internet is worldwide. You can't go onto a computer, type in the game you thought you're gonna get, and get a bunch of reviews on it. Literally a bunch of reviews. Sometimes you're thinking, I can probably listen to this one guy, or you just made your mind up I'm gonna rush out and get this game. But sometimes, buyer beware. You just want to make sure you understand the game, understand the process. Sometimes you don't get that. Some people use stars, some people use the rating system. Me, if I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. I'm not gonna be scratching my hand going, well, this game is alright. I'll make sure that the game quality. No one says that nowadays. That's why I'm always when I pop out on the Game Trailers and I listen to their review, I'm like, maybe they just studied a lot of games, or because they're getting paid to do it. I wish I get paid to do that, but what it is, and and sometimes I can believe in honesty, and sometimes I'm like, wait a minute, you think this I'll give you an example. People hated Dragon 8. When I first heard reviews, people hated the game. They just say this. People at first. Let me back it up. My first people say, this game is excellent, and then you have honest reviews, people on YouTube with a camera, just like you're seeing right now, saying, well, I'm not sure about this game. Maybe this game kind of sucks. Maybe it does. I don't know. And then in fact it does. I don't know. I told you, I used to read a bunch of these things daily, daily, constantly, reading about upcoming game, upcoming a lot of stuff. Nowadays, you just go on the computer, type in what game it is, you can see a whole trailer of a game in about 30 minutes or 30 minutes or less, and say, wow, I didn't know about this game, but this is great, We don't get that same feeling. And yes, I do stop by at a bookstore sometimes, if I'm waiting for a friend, and I catch myself reading a book magazine, and still the book magazine games are still out there, But in the time of wide media, we have all these ways to catch game. We can go on our iPad and check review. We can go ask a friend. We can go to an expert. We can go to GameStop. But sometimes you just don't wonder. And you're like, maybe I can take this guy's word, but this guy won't let me down, and then you turn about this game sucks, and you throw it right back in his face, and yeah, this sucks, with my options right there. So that point, do I trust more of the internet than I'm trusting game magazines? Well, I trust them because I feel like they took their time to, as I said, they took their time to do these in-depth gaming instead of having going trailers. I know you're thinking at this point like, oh well, unless I sit down like a Kotaku or IGM, sometimes you feel like because they're corporate, they just want like, oh, we say anything just to sell a game. Yeah, sometimes it is, but sometimes you have that honest person that you say, well, maybe this game might be not bad. Maybe I should just try it out, and you check on your GameFAQs or your whatever website you go to. But sometimes you just need to pick up an good old game magazine and go through it and see, maybe it is or maybe it's not. So today I'm gonna leave this thought. What was your biggest game magazine ever? It can be anything. It was I'm trying to remember, GamePro, EGM. A lot of game magazines. Tell me what your favorite game magazine and why. Saying to everyone else, keep on gaming and treasure reviews.